everybody, and welcome to the Meme and Die podcast. Today, I am joined by my lovely hosts, Cord_Gamer.
Hello.
And Noc.V.
Hey, what's up?
And my name is Musio. Today on our podcast, we are going to be talking about, of course, gaming news and all that craziness in the media and all that stuff. And we're also going to be answering some amazing questions provided to us via our YouTube comment section. Thank you to Incomp for these amazing questions that we are going to now ask. So, fellas, let's do this. Who is your dream podcast guest? Anyone can take it.
Ooh. Dream podcast guest?
Yep.
Ludwig.
I knew you were going to say that.
I kind of saw that coming, actually.
I mean, not only does he host his own podcast, so he knows how to do a podcast, but he's a very funny individual himself. Plus, it's not like the man's got a platform or anything that would just spark our podcast out of nowhere, skyrocket into the stratosphere of popularity and trending on Twitter within an instant. So, like, you know.
True. That would be nice. Knock.
I feel like you guys won't get this straight away, but George Miller. AKA Georgie, AKA Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say.
George
I feel like
that could be really intense and fun.
Yeah, that would be great. It would be chill to talk to him. I feel like he's like calmed down after the Filthy Frank years.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like you almost couldn't even talk about Filthy Frank with him because I feel like he's kind of left that shit behind.
Oh, he definitely has. Yeah.
So like almost bringing that up would be kind of like in bad taste.
Yeah.
But his music is incredible.
Oh yeah. As for me, I would probably do Cryos Gaming because he's a fun character online. He does a lot of like just unfiltered comedy and stuff like that. So I feel like it would be good fun to have him on, and you know, a little bit of the social networking kind of stuff like that. I feel like that would go on. Not as much as, you know, Joji or having Ludwig on, but it would be a bump for sure. So yeah. The next one that we have is a little bit of a situation. So picture this, guys. There's a button in front of you, and every time you push this button, you get $100,000, and you turn a random person into a frog. How many times would you push this button?
Okay, so 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's like a billion divided by 100,000?
A billion?
Yeah, a billion divided by 100,000.
I think that's 100.
100? Okay. There's my answer.
Bad at math.
Just
Good Lord.
Whatever it takes to get me to a billion so I can live off of the 1% interest by putting that billion in a bank account by living off of $1 million for the rest of my life.
Your choice isn't really that far from mine.
Oh God.
I would hit the button until somebody I knew got turned into a frog.
Oh, that's a good answer. I like that one.
The likelihood of it being somebody that I care about is infinitesimally small. Like, I don't know, like maybe like Rachel or my son. Like, I that would suck. That would really suck. But I don't think it would happen before somebody else I knew got turned into a frog.
But technically, like, the odds are so infinitesimal that it would attack someone. It would actually get someone that you know. So technically,
exactly. I feel like I would give up after maybe 20 million.
What would you do with all that money, though?
Like you said, I would chuck it into an ETF and live off the gains.
Fair enough. But like what I'm saying was your guideline of like, oh, I'll stop as soon as someone that I know gets turned into a frog. At that point, by the law of odds, shouldn't you be able to hit the button like twice the amount now? Because it was so infinitesimally small to get it in the first place.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
If there's like a 0.00001% chance that someone you know gets turned into a frog.
Yeah.
So technically, the 99.999% of the other time, you will get the money without any harm to you. If you get that one time, you have technically, by the law of odds, the 99.9999% of all other occurrences to get before you technically, by the odds, should hit another person.
Sure.
That's just guaranteed more money safe for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would probably actually get up to a couple of $1 billion before anybody knew.
Right.
Yeah, because your odds are like what 1 in
7 billion
something billion. Oh, I thought it was up to.
No, yeah, it's probably a bit past 8 billion now. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's not enough detail in this question because I feel like I would just come back and press it every time that I need money. But I feel like for the first run, probably just 10 presses.
Just get the 1 mil.
I think it's 10 mil.
100,000 multiplied by 10 would be 1 mil, right? How are we failing this bad at math right now?
Let me get a calculator.
10 times 100,000 is $1 million.
This isn't math class. That's tomorrow morning at 8:30.
10. It is $1 million. You're right. Okay, well then I guess I just get $1 million. That way I don't get taxed as much. And if I come back to the button and press it 10 more times, then I get more money.
Nah. Yeah, maybe.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know. There's not enough detail in the question, but meh. Let's move on. All right. So, assuming that the Earth is not a sphere, what shape do you think it is most likely to be? Fellas?
Assuming it isn't. Okay.
Assuming it isn't. Yeah. So, it's not possible for it to be a sphere. What shape would you, I guess, do you think it would most likely be? I feel like it would be the shape of a D20, which I don't know what the fuck that shape is called, but a 20-sided dice is what I want it to look like.
Why a 20-sided dice?
Because I think that would look cool. I don't know.
I'd say it's ellipsoid.
Cord?
So if the world isn't round, at this point, I dive full into the Flat Earth Society, become a full-fledged premium member. It's a dome. We've never been to the moon.
It's a dome.
Stanley Kubrick actually filmed the moon landing. He tried to tell us through The Shining and Eyes Wide Shut before he was killed off by the elites. And
oh my God.
Is he dead?
Yes, he died right after his Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh my
Lord. He didn't even live to see the production of his last movie hit the theaters.
Really? Holy shit.
Yes.
I did not know that. Like I did see that he was dead. I didn't know he died that.
Have you seen Eyes Wide Shut?
I'm not sure if I've actually fully seen it. Like I understand kind of what
Tom
it's about.
Cruise.
But
Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's a movie about like Tom Cruise is a rich dude who stumbles upon like a secret like sex society and then deals with the consequences of it, and it's like a 3-hour film.
Holy.
I need to watch that.
It was a very interesting experience after my mom tried to link a conspiracy theory to it.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, what is this?
God.
I liked The Shining. I want to see what this movie's about. And it was a very interesting experience. I was just like, oh, okay. All right. That was interesting. Yeah. The theory is that he got killed off because he exposed the elite sex occult.
Oh my God.
You gotta love.
Actually, I'm not going to go there.
You gotta love conspiracy theorists. They'll take anything.
It's such a crazy idea of like the elite having these like crazy, like hedonistic, almost ritualistic kind of.
Oh, they definitely do for sure. Like 100%.
You really reckon? I feel like that's such like a massive conspiracy that like people just want to believe because they want to believe that the elite is just on this other level.
Right.
I wasn't gonna
moving
go here,
on
but now
from
you've
the
kind of forced my hand.
Oh God!
Listen,
Oh no!
Epstein had a whole island.
That's a good point.
You know, like come on, man, come on.
I mean,
that shit was a little.
That's crazy to think about that like ritually people have this complete other existence practically from normal people.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. All right, let's move on to some lighter topics that are less crazy. First things first.
Less crazy.
Bring us into our news.
So Activision? Activision? Less crazy. Activision? No. Dang. Okay.
No.
Dude, that would have been a great transition.
I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room full of rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room full of rats. Rats make me crazy.
Where was that from?
I don't remember where I got it
from. That sounds so familiar.
Funny. All right. Anyways, let's actually bring it back to the news. First things first, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl released on November 19th. Apparently it's selling really, really well. It's top charts in, I think, the UK, I think the US and Japan. Reviews are mixed to positive. People are still kind of like
better than Sword and Shield.
I think it is actually selling better than Sword and Shield.
Oh, all right.
People are just giving it mixed positive, mainly because of visuals, as far as I could tell, just because people don't like the chibi art style, which I was kind of expecting that, but apparently it's not the worst in the world and it's not as bad as people thought it was going to be. So I don't know. Might be worth a buy and then a play.
I remember reading something online somewhere that the actual ROM images for Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond are actually practically the exact same, like content wise, like actual data content wise, they're exactly the same, except you flip one bit of data and it turns it from Diamond into Shining Pearl.
What?
That is so lazy.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
I mean, it makes sense for them to have like everything under the same code base and like literally have just a Boolean value flip that you can just be like, is Brilliant Diamond true?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But like, it still feels lazy, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's better than having Madden 19 written on the practice area of Madden 20.
Oh no, they did not.
Oh, dude, it's totally a thing. It's totally a thing. I wish I was memeing.
Oh my God.
They really don't care about those games anymore.
They do not.
Nobody cares about who does. I have not met a human person that cares about those games.
My roommate.
Oh God, no shot. Oh my God,
bro, he switches between Outer Wilds and Madden.
Oh man,
my God, that's such a
given what I know
the
about that
duality
person.
of man.
what a stark contrast, those games.
In every which way. I know, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, Cord, take us away to a new topic.
Take us away to a new topic already?
Yep,
but like,
take us away.
I was comfortable. Yeah. I was really comfortable with Pokemon. It was really my vibe. And I know all about that series.
One day you're actually going to play a Pokemon game.
One day I'm going to actually play a Pokemon game.
Like you actually finally fucking watched Evangelion. One day you're actually going to have to...
See, but like I was actually interested.
That you're ready to get uncomfortable, huh?
I was actually interested to watch Evangelion. I'm not interested at all to play Pokemon.
I'm sorry, did you say Evangelion? Because you're getting pretty close to Pokemon there.
Oh my Lord.
You know what we're also really
that
close
was the
to?
dumbest joke
Do you know what we're also really close to? We're almost really close to Call of Duty Vanguard Season 1, which will release the Pacific map for Warzone and most importantly, the anti-cheat Ricochet.
It's still not out yet. Like
no, it's
Ricochet
not.
Is still like Vanguard's come out and they've still not actually put Ricochet in.
Okay, I think they like released a beta version of it a couple weeks ago. Not gonna lie, I think but not the official release of it. That is saved for or maybe just didn't hit Warzone yet or something. I don't know. But Activision teased that an upcoming feature for Ricochet that will hit it soon is that with this anti-cheat, they will be perma-banning cheaters from all Call of Duty titles, past, present, and future. At least the more modern Call of Duties. Like, I don't think they're going to be banning anyone off of Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2 because they don't give a shit about those games. But
Sag.
Yes,
Man,
interesting.
I remember seeing there was a video going around. I think it was from Warzone where they had these essentially like dummy players that had like this weird code around them, kind of like graphically like the Black Ops numbers. And like if you actually shoot them, if you shoot enough of them by accident, you get banned, and it's like a way for them to trigger. It's kind of like an anti-cheat measure because like aim bots will actually shoot them.
What? That's weird.
That is really weird.
I mean, it sounds like easy enough for people to program the aimbots to just not shoot those ones, but yeah.
I don't know. That is interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
That's actually
I'll have to dig up the clip and show you guys.
If that's true, that's actually really smart to have like dummy bots that real people can't see, that would only be picked up by computer code. That would be interesting.
Maybe you could have like verified users like that have the 2-factor authentication maybe, and then have them like act as the bots, you know, like if they get killed X amount of times within like certain amount of time, then somebody get banned or something like that.
Wait, what? That doesn't
so
make...
instead of having the bots, just have trusted users.
What, they can play as the bots?
Kind of, yeah.
The thing with the bots is, if I'm reading the situation correctly, the thing with the bots is that normal players don't see it.
I think normal players do see them. It's just you're not supposed to shoot at them.
Oh, how are you not? I see. Okay,
that doesn't. I'm confused then completely.
I'll show you guys a clip.
Yeah. Okay. Find this clip another time. But you know, it's also super confusing and kind of hilarious.
What?
The Game Award nominations got announced this week with all sorts of wonderful titles of this year, garnering possible awards such as like Psychonauts 2, Death Loop, Resident Evil 8. But do you know what unironically got nominated for 2 different Game Awards?
I can see it in the notes. Why don't you tell us?
You weren't supposed to say that. That ruined the joke. You're supposed to go, what, Cord? What could possibly have gotten...
What could have possibly got nominated for 2 things?
Cyberpunk 2077.
No!
How the hell are you going to actually nominate that for anything?
No. Literally how?
So the 2 categories that it got nominated a bit for was the best score and best role-playing.
I mean,
no. Best score? No way. There's no way.
The music in Cyberpunk is actually pretty lit.
I'm sure there's been games that have come out with better music in the year.
I don't know, though. I don't know. The Cyberpunk playlist or the Cyberpunk score is actually not half bad. It's actually pretty cool. Like, kind of like almost like a sync version of like Doom music, almost with this high upbeat octaneness. So it's actually not half bad. I don't have a problem with it being there.
The only part of the game that wasn't buggy.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my god. They can make an MP3 player.
Part,
holy shit.
The best role playing part though, I don't know how the hell.
No.
Like, did we just not have any good RPG games that come out this year? Like, is that what happened? That's the only thing that I could think of to get this game to fucking get nominated for 2 different awards.
Oh my gosh, oh no.
I have yet to play through that game.
It's like getting the gold medal because there was nobody else in your weight class.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so dumb.
What's really upsetting is I waited, like, I wasn't even like that hyped for Cyberpunk 2077. I didn't even know the game existed until like Keanu Reeves got on Xbox stage like 2 years ago. I can't believe that was 2 years ago. That's so crazy. Time flies.
Wait, the You're Breathtaking was 2 years ago?
I want to say it was 2.5 years, almost 2.5 years ago at this point. It was summer of 2019. Or wait, it was a year and a half ago? I don't know.
God damn.
Summer of 2019. So maybe a year and a half ago.
Well, anyways, it was in person, so it had to be before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a year, and it was summer of 2019.
2019, yeah.
So a year and a half ago. No, wait. I'm right. 2.5 years ago. Anyways.
Jeez.
That's when I was like, oh, this game kind of looks cool. And it's got Keanu Reeves. And I like John Wick. So, like, cool. And I got it. I pre-ordered it like a couple months later. And then I was very disappointed on the day of my birth to celebrate. Yes, I'm going to play Cyberpunk. And then immediately I went, I'm going to wait a year.
Yeah.
Did you actually start playing it again?
I think I tried it out like once after one of the first patches of it came out, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm going back to just waiting that year.
Dang. That's tough.
So we shall see. Maybe I'll put it on the delay for another year, and then eventually it'll be like game of the year of 2023 when everyone can actually play the goddamn game.
Man, I feel like that would have been one of the games I would have really, really enjoyed playing if it was actually like functional.
Didn't a friend get it for you?
There was a like a Secret Santa thing that we did for Christmas last year that I was going to get that game for the Secret Santa, but I ended up getting like a Amazon gift card or something, which probably actually did me better.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Everyone loves. No one can complain about an Amazon gift card.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. That's crazy though.
Excuse
me. I was not expecting to see that name get nominated for an award.
No, not at all. Talking about surprising releases of information.
Oh my gosh, are you taking over as Gravy Train conductor?
Muzio, don't you have some information about a release of a game that went very poorly?
I do.
Being compared to Cyberpunk.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I get it. All right. Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe.
All right. Okay, Mr. Captain. All right.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
All right, fine then. Yeah, so basically, if you don't remember last week and the absolute hell that was the release of the GTA trilogy and how badly Rockstar managed to fuck up a remaster of their games, it was really, really bad. Like super bad, embarrassingly bad. But this week they came out with a statement about that whole release situation and, you know, just everything about it. Basically, they started off with an apology for the games being so terrible and that they were going to go back and work on it and then re-release it. But in the meantime, they also said that they would give people these stable but older versions of the games for free. This is about the best damage control that you can do, but there has been so much damage done. Like, ugh.
Yeah, it's
okay. Was it that they gave away the older editions for free, or was
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Okay, I remembered reading something because before the Ultimate Edition released, they removed all of the older editions of the games from storefronts.
Hold on, let me go pull up the statement.
I want to say if it's not just that, I'm pretty sure they also pit on to like storefronts the older editions of the games again. I'm pretty sure that was a thing that happened. I could be wrong. Definitely not looking up at Steam at the moment to go see if I can go buy.
We will be
Vice
adding
City.
the classic quote. We will be adding the classic PC versions of Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas back to the Rockstar Store shortly as a bundle. Additionally, everyone who has purchased the Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy, the definitive edition for PC and from the Rockstar Store through June 30th, 2022, will receive these classic versions in their Rockstar Games launcher library at no additional cost.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I can't buy Vice City on Steam. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's only on the Rockstar Store.
Oh, that's so weird. That's the one thing that I don't understand about.
So wait, did they have them and then they like took them off?
Yeah, they did.
They had them. They took them off because they were like, oh, we don't need them there because the remastered trilogy is going to come out.
But people who already had them bought, like, they got to keep them. They didn't just take it away from everybody.
Oh, no. They just took it off the store.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, imagine if you bought the... Sorry.
Mm-hmm. This is only for, like, if you bought it on the Rockstar launcher or, like, whatever. Like, it isn't if you bought it on Steam, then you're screwed. If you bought it on the Switch, you're screwed. PlayStation, screwed.
So what if, like, on the Rockstar launcher, you already bought all three of them beforehand, so you're pretty much not really getting anything?
Yeah, no, you're not getting anything. But if you use the Rockstar launcher to buy those three games previously, then why the heck would you not use it to buy the trilogy? So, I don't know. This seems like the best thing that they could do, but it's also still a shit solution, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, not short of actually fixing the games, which obviously takes time. So you kind of have to do
that in a day.
Exactly. You kind of have to do something, and this is pretty much the best they could do.
Yeah. They've also said that their developers have been like getting bullied on social media.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, guys, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Give them time to right their wrongs, is what I say.
It's never the dev's fault.
Yeah. That reminds me of the whole situation with the Doom Eternal soundtrack. Like, because the whole Mick Gordon thing, like he pretty much just left id, and
It was more than that.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Wait,
a lot.
happened?
We covered this on our very original podcast.
Did we really?
Me and Muzio did. Me and Muzio did.
Gotcha, yeah.
We covered this on our very original podcast.
Yeah, it was
I
like-
could be a little bit hazy.
Oh yeah,
But,
that was like forever ago.
Mick Gordon couldn't finish it in time,
Right.
so they put
was
together
more of- one of the other sound engineers put together from the clips that Mick Gordon had for the actual full Doom Eternal game. The other sound engineer created an actual Doom 2 soundtrack album from those clips that are meant to be used in the game, and then he got bullied for it. It was more than that. It was like it gave him, at least from what I remember, it gave him a lot of space to do his work. And they're like, okay, Mick, we need X amount of stuff by this. It was a very generous date. And he was like, okay. And then that date passed. He's like, yo, I need more time. Yeah. And they're like, okay. And then more time passed, and it was like close to the release date. And he's like, yeah, no, he barely did anything. And so they had to kind of sandwich together a track for
exactly.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the stuff that he actually did provide for it wasn't even the good, kind of BFG division-y kind of stuff. It was all the ambient stuff that nobody really cared about.
Oh wow. Huh. That's crazy.
But yeah. Just speaking of bullying, because the guy who actually pieced together it copped a lot of shit, and it did put out a statement saying, "Hey, could you guys not?"
Yeah. Yeah. Fair. All right. Speaking of people catching flack on social media, Noc, do you want to tell us about Streamlabs?
Yeah. So Streamlabs got into a lot of shit on Twitter recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Streamlabs essentially got outed as kind of doing something very, very shitty. So originally when Streamlabs OBS came out, Streamlabs did kind of talk to the creators of OBS and say, hey, do you mind if we use OBS in our product lineup? The actual name OBS in the product lineup on the websites, for their promotional material and shit like that. And OBS kind of responded back saying, no, we would appreciate if you didn't. To which Streamlabs responded by filing a trademark for Streamlabs OBS.
Right.
And I think OBS kind of went public with that information, and people really, really got upset at Streamlabs.
Okay, so I think you missed the context of why OBS went public with that information.
Okay.
Ooh.
I can't remember which streaming platform it was, but there's another alternate.
Oh yeah.
I want to say it was a cloud gaming or maybe something. I don't remember, but it was a different.
I think it's just another streaming software.
I think it was another streaming software to where this other main off-brand streaming software that I've never heard of was looks familiar, and it was a copy of their website compared to Streamlabs OBS's website, and they were practically identical in the format and the wording. It was really scary, and OBS quote retweeted with that and was like, "Oh yeah, they stole our OBS name," and that's how that whole thing happened.
I must have missed that kind of context, but it was kind of funny seeing the kind of Twitter shitstorm directed at Streamlabs for doing that, and then Streamlabs kind of responded with the typical black background, white text apology, pretty much stating that they're planning to remove OBS from their entire product names, everything. They're getting rid of OBS. And it's kind of funny because Streamlabs is still going to be based off of OBS's software. It's the same stuff. It's OBS is open source. Streamlabs OBS, from what I know, is actually open source. It's just that they offer integrations and things for payment. You're not paying for OBS, you're paying for the stuff that they integrate into OBS. But
only if you buy stuff. You can still use the software for free.
There's the whole Streamlabs Prime stuff where you can do multi-streaming. They offer layout libraries and shit like that.
Yep.
It's they've taken this software that's free software, that's open source software, and they've essentially used that as a stepping stool to creating a product that can, essentially make profit.
Right.
But yeah, there was an interesting email going around that I saw where it was somebody from Streamlabs. It was after they met at some sort of conference. It was somebody from Streamlabs talking to somebody who worked with OBS. And it was essentially a thing saying, you know, hey, we want to use OBS in our project name for the Git repository. And they responded back saying, yeah, that's fine. So I don't know if like Streamlabs is using that for a justification for using OBS as part of their product's name, but it's like, just because they're saying, yes, you can use it in the Git, like GitHub project repo name, like it doesn't mean you can actually use it as your product's name. They kind of took it a little bit too far.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really
very purposefully.
It was really funny seeing like the shitstorm happen. And like, there's this one guy that I know on Twitter, or at least I don't know him personally, but his name is Reversal. He did a lot of like Pokemon Go YouTube stuff back in the day, and he made this tweet that was saying like, something along the lines of like, I'm betting like in the next 24 hours they're going to put up a typical, you know, black background, white text apology, and just said like the image that he used, I can't remember exactly what it said. It was like, we apologize or something like that. That was just the text that was there. And then like literally it was 15 hours later they did the exact same thing. Streamlabs posted this stupid. It's kind of like that typical, we know we screwed up, so we're just going to apologize kind of shit. It's just kind of funny.
Rockstar did the same thing. It was just like a black background, white text, and then like just whatever they said.
Is there like a corporate manual for how to do apologies? And that's just the example, like the textbook example that people follow?
It's gotta be.
I don't know. It also seems like, I don't know. It just seems dumb. I guess it works, and if it works, then don't fix it. But
people get made fun of for that exact reason, so maybe it doesn't work.
I don't know. You can at least tell that they're trying to be sincere, is the thing. I guess the message gets across that it's like they're kind of like tail between their legs apologizing or whatever. It's just that every company does it, is the thing that like kind of is like weird or like funny, I guess. So I
mean, I guess at least they're apologizing. There are so many places that would like go on, you know, go on their merry way, keep doing what they're doing and pretend that nothing's wrong. At least they're doing something, I guess.
Right.
But it's only because people are complaining.
It was literally only because because OBS called them out on it, and called them out on it finally after holding this in for a while.
Right.
Because for years,
right.
Like, because I think, I don't even know when Streamlabs became a thing, but it literally would confuse me. People would talk about OBS, but they were using Streamlabs OBS, and I was using just normal OBS, which, by the way, normal OBS gang, superior. Let's go.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Especially after this. I'm so glad I switched from Streamlabs OBS many months ago.
There are so many plugins that you can use. There's so many plugins that you can use with OBS. And
I mean,
I remember trying to use plugins for...
I'll give credit where credit is due. Streamlabs Slobs is just way better on the UI. It's way easier to navigate.
It is.
To an extent,
way easier to figure out. But like once you get over the OBS skill curve, it's just way better.
Yeah. There was recently, like when I reformatted my computer and everything, had to set everything up, I was like, oh shit, I lost all of my like I completely forgot to back up all of my stream stuff. And I used to use Streamlabs specifically for DJing stuff, and I used to use OBS for other stuff. Can't remember what for, but it doesn't matter. Streamlabs, I actually like backed up my stuff, and as soon as I logged in with Twitch, I got all of my scenes back, and I was like, holy shit, I had no idea it did that. It's completely saved my ass.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean there is that.
Meh. I don't know. I've never liked Streamlabs.
There's going to be some sort of cloud backup plugin for main OBS.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I don't know. I never really liked Slobs in the first place. I felt like it was too much of a dumbed down version of OBS. It was like, oh, it's easy for kids to use, and you're like, kids is your audience? Like that's who you're trying to sell this to? Like what? I don't know. It was dumb. Anyways, let me talk about a fun, cool game that I think has not like sent a lot of waves throughout the media, but should, because it's awesome. Elden Ring. Elden Ring is basically like a Dark Souls-y game, except this time around you can jump and you can also mount a horse and like all this other stuff.
But first off, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I've never played a Souls game, so I'm sorry.
I know. This is your news topic, right?
Right.
It's not.
Go for it.
It's not. First off, it's not like a Souls game. It is a fucking Souls game.
Okay.
It's made by id Software, or not id Software.
From Software.
Yeah, From Software. Which is they make Souls games. So yes, it's not a ripoff of Souls. It is a Souls game. Continue.
Right. Yes. But this was only a network test that lasted. I don't even know how long this lasted. I think maybe just one weekend. But a bunch of like streamers and YouTubers got like codes to play it. And from what I've seen, the game looks fantastic. And I actually really, really want to try it, which is unusual because I've never played a Souls game. But this one looks really, really good. It looks very polished so far. It looks like fun.
You should probably play a Souls game before playing Elden Ring, at least one.
You think?
You probably should.
We shall see.
I was going to say Elden Ring. The name Elden Ring looks really, really familiar. This is the game that they got George R.R. Martin, the guy who wrote Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Right. They got him to contribute to it. So I'm actually kind of really interested in this now.
He wrote the lore of it because like
instead of writing his other books.
Lol. Yeah. I mean, he took. This is supposedly a project he's been working on for years. So don't worry. He took as much time as he wanted with this lore. But like with Dark Souls is like basically the story is very, very not told. And it's a lot of like, you have to really read into like the items and the shit to figure out actual story and the lore of stuff. So he's just writing all of that stuff for Elden Ring this time around, basically.
Ooh,
which is cool.
That's
and then
really
Elden Ring is supposed to be Dark Souls, but open world, basically.
Okay. So they take place in the same universe, like.
I don't know if they're like connected like that. Like I'm not familiar with the Dark Souls lore at all. I caught the Dark Souls bug like 2 weeks ago at this point, playing Dark Souls 2. I tried playing it like months ago and I said, fuck no, I'm going to wait till I got a controller. And then I got a controller the week after that. And then 6 months later, I tried it back up. And after forcing myself to kind of get good, I'm enjoying it. So, but nevertheless.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We got our first look at that game and it looks really, really good. And I want to buy it because it looks nice.
Is it gameplay like similar to what Dark Souls looks like?
It looks faster paced, honestly. From what I've seen. And I haven't seen like too much. I watched like one stream of it.
I haven't seen any Elden Ring gameplay, so I cannot say.
You can get like a horse and mount it, and the horse has like double jumps and shit like that.
But like the combat, that's the more important part.
What do you say?
The combat though is the more important part.
Yeah, it just seems like faster paced.
Let's see. As someone who's actually played somewhat of a Souls game, let's see. I'm just gonna quickly scroll through the video. Doing it live, baby.
Yeah, my perspective is purely from a viewer. So
okay, wait. Let's see how this is. Come on.
I just saw it and I was like, damn, I really want to play this game.
I mean, fair enough.
Right? Also, apparently there was some face reveal of some female character and everybody freaked out because it was like she's never shown her face before.
Was it like the big night lady?
She was not a big night lady, but she was wearing a hood.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but I just remember there being a big night lady right around the time of like the Resident Evil 8 big vampire mommy lady, and it was like the same kind of hype in the Dark Souls community of like, oh look, big night lady that stabs, that looks cool.
I think one of her dialogues in the game is literally like she says something about the finger maidens or something like that. It's like really weird. I don't know. Are you looking at the gameplay?
Yeah, it looks. I can't tell if it looks a little bit quick. It looks a little bit smoother.
Smoother, faster,
a little bit smooth, maybe a little bit faster, just a little bit.
Okay, all right.
We shall see.
Okay, we shall see. Let's move on though. Let's move on to your stuff where we talk about Valve.
Ah, yes. So,
Yes.
earlier this week, a judge dismissed an antitrust case against Valve. So basically, this indie developer studio called Wolfire Games, which is best known for their game Overgrowth. Never heard of the game, so don't blame me.
Oh,
okay. Never. Someone has heard of this game.
it's
Overgrowth.
like a little robot who like climbs a plant. I remember this.
What? I thought it looked at.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was like a rabbit game. Hold up.
Oh no, wait. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. I'm thinking of like Grow Home. I'm dumb.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like something with rabbits with swords.
Oh. Wait, this came out? Oh my god.
This came out years ago, apparently.
Oh, I remember seeing trailers for it
In
but I've never
2017.
played it. Okay, sorry about that. Carry on.
Yes. Where was I at? I was at somewhere and I got distracted.
You were at
Overgrowth. Yes. Jesus Christ. This developer studio, Wolfire Games, who developed this game, filed an antitrust law against Valve, claiming that Steam's presence in the gaming market allows it to extract an extraordinarily high cut of sales, which is kind of monopolistic. Valve's response to the allegations, obviously, were saying that they were incorrect. And this week, the judge sided with Valve. The judge said that the allegations fell short as Valve's fee to sellers of 30% has stayed the same over many years, even while other competitors have charged lower percentages. However, Wolfire Games has 30 days, and if they bring back a better case, we could see this continue.
Oh dang. I feel like Valve is okay here. I don't think Valve is a monopoly. I honestly don't.
Nah, I don't think so.
Especially with the Epic Store and just other companies in general having their own launchers and stores and stuff.
Yeah. Right. I think just the presence of Epic being another generalized store defeats it.
Does Ubisoft allow...
They are the biggest. They are the biggest, though. Yeah,
by far. Does Uplay allow other like indie developers or at least like external developers apart from Ubisoft to put games on their platform?
That's the thing with like using Origin and Uplay as examples, because they just sell Uplay and Origin games. Or not Uplay and Origin games, but EA and Ubisoft games.
It's kind of weird having Origin and Battle.net.
Well, Battle.net just sells
Blizzard games and Activision games.
Yeah.
Oh wait, EA. I'm thinking of EA being the same thing as Activision, which is not the case.
No, I mean morally probably, but not.
Maybe that's why I get them conflated so much.
Well, I can't say morally. EA hasn't had any huge sex scandals come out recently with their game quality. Yes.
Speaking of which, there was one thing I was going to mention about like the CEO of Activision, saying that he was looking into the idea of stepping down as CEO if things don't get better for Activision.
He said he was thinking about just straight up leaving.
It made it sound like if he's not able to change the culture and make things better at Activision, he was going to leave.
Yeah, which the fact that it hasn't already gotten better is fucking insane.
I mean, how do you measure that?
Backlash for months. I don't know. Probably based on however many employees come in drunk to the office or how many sexual harassment cases you get.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to have like pretty decent reporting of those kind of incidents to be able to, actually quantitatively measure whether or not there's actually any change.
I don't know. Plus, I guess if you're an employee there, you could probably just be like, oh, yeah, the working environment has changed, or no, it has not changed.
And then HR would have to do surveys to, try and measure that actual fact.
That's a whole nightmare. But still, I think it's crazy that this is what this has come to. Yeah.
But on the topic of Steam, 30% is a lot of money to be charging.
It is.
I mean,
but it's what they've always done, though. It's the thing. They haven't changed it.
What do you guys know what Epic actually charges?
I have no idea. Let's look that up.
I mean, that's
Epic.
Oh, shit, we're doing this live too.
I mean, that is an interesting case to see Steam being around for so much longer than Epic has had a store for. It makes sense that Epic would come in with a lower rate to sort of entice more developers to come.
Right.
So it's there's the fact that other stores do charge less in terms of distribution
12%.
fees. 12% versus 30.
12?
But at the same time, like Steam has been doing this since forever. So it's
practically.
I can understand a judge saying, "Hey, you guys have been doing this forever." It's not like you guys are A, you're not a monopoly because there are other stores, and B, it's like you've kind of had a history of doing it this way. So
right. I don't know. I think that Steam is fine where they're at. I honestly do. I don't think they should face any legal repercussions.
Especially not as a monopoly, considering that there are other options.
No.
Same with like Good Old Games.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's right. That site does exist too. I forgot about that. I've never used it, but I know it exists.
I like Good Old Games because of the whole like no DRM stuff.
Interesting. Also, I was way off with that date. Steam came out in 2003.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Steam was a thing when the first Counter-Strike was a thing.
Right. Yeah, I got that way wrong. All right. Cord, do you want to talk about your last thing right there? Very relevant to where you wanted to be instead of recording this podcast right now.
Yes. Yes. That's what I'll be doing right after this podcast. Not writing my essay that's due tomorrow. But nevertheless, we don't talk about that. Halo is more important. Halo has been out for about over a week. And this game is practically a hit from every circle of community, from Halo fans to even haters.
Yep.
However, while the core gameplay of this game is absolutely amazing and well crafted and just an angelic experience taken from a slice of heaven down onto earth.
Oh my gosh.
The progression system is not. So in case you've been living under a rock, free to play games have battle passes, paid battle passes. It's normal. Even $60 full price games have $10 battle passes. Fair enough. Understandable. My $60 purchase from 6 years ago isn't going to be funding the game today. Makes sense. How you progress through 99% of battle passes is that you gain XP from your how you do in a match or whatever. More kills, more objective time, whatever. It earns you more points on the leaderboard, which means you progress through the battle pass faster.
Right.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Halo's not that way. The only way you can progress through the battle pass is through completing very specific challenges, like get 3 kills with the Needler, or play 3 matches of a particular game mode, or get 10 headshots. And that's it.
That's the only way?
That's it. They did add halfway through last week, like you get 50 XP for every match completed. Mm-hmm. But again, it takes 1,000 XP to gain 1 level up in the battle pass. For someone like me who's completed all the daily and weekly challenges, until more weekly challenges get up, I have to play 20 rounds of Halo to progress once in the battle pass.
Oh my God.
And this battle pass is 100 tiers.
Whoa.
So for someone who's, isn't a no-life college student with way too much free time that he's just making by avoiding schoolwork on his hands, you're not going to get through this battle pass anytime soon. And it's just really disappointing, especially with just how well the game is made and like all the pro-consumer moves we thought the battle pass was going to make, like having the battle pass not expire and all of this shit. And then it's just like, no. While your battle pass may not expire, you're just going to be playing it for the next 3 years of your life. Haha, get wrecked, gamers. Just like, really?
Yeah. Jeez.
So,
I mean, I guess it's a longevity thing, but like that's still a little ridiculous.
Kind of reminds me of the whole DICE thing when they had their controversy over the battle passes was it Battlefront 2, how they came out on Reddit and was saying like, we want people to feel a sense of accomplishment.
That's hilarious. That was just RNG loot boxes though. That was RNG loot boxes though.
I know.
Oh.
And like, And like while I was speaking of this, I was thinking of like, oh my goodness, Rainbow Six Siege basically just has like a base XP that you get from every round played, but you do get extra XP if you win. So there is that incentive of winning rounds to get more XP. There's no incentive for winning. And what kicks it even in the ass is that, like, you know, I love Halo, but I really love playing ranked Halo, right? Like I love I kind of like the competitive side of Halo. If I was to play the game in the way that I wanted to play it, I'm not going to go through any of the fucking challenges because I'm not going to go out of my way to get a Needler kill in a ranked game.
Right.
Or maybe not a Needler kill, but I'm not going to be playing big team battle game modes in ranked.
Wow. Wait, ranked battles are also just the same amount of XP?
Yeah, no, there's no, you literally just get 50 XP.
Oh my God.
There's nothing. And so like for anybody who's like just a really serious ranked player, they're not going to progress through the battle pass at all unless they take time and go play like big team battle or quick play to get all these weird obscure kills.
Oh my God, that's so dumb.
Which has been like okay for this weekend because like everyone's hyped and was like, oh yeah, so half the time I wasn't even in ranked. I was playing either quick play or big team battle, but still for like a ranked game where Halo is a very competitive sport, right? Competitive esport. And it totally is, as like we even had our first Halo Open competitive tournament this weekend, which was really cool. It's just like, but the people that are going to be focusing on that aren't going to get through the battle pass. It's just like, that's kind of weird. It's kind of sucky.
Good Lord.
Shooting themselves in the foot with the progression system.
A little bit.
Jeez. That's dumb. They're stupid.
In that essence, yes. So I hope they fix it. Like at least add something for winning, or maybe just add something to where like earn some sort of way where you get progress further by performing well.
Right. Yeah, that would be good. Or maybe like double points if you win or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Something.
I don't know.
Or just
anything than what they've done.
Or just like I would be down with like you get 100 points. You get 100 base points for playing a game, and then 200 points for winning. That would make be great. That would make the battle pass a lot more feasible and would actually incentivize people to win.
Yep.
Anyways.
All right then. Let's talk about this weird tiny little trail that Noc has down here, all the way at the bottom of our page.
Yeah, I like added that last
Battlefront 2042.
So
I was about to go into another rant over something that I don't have listed on the freaking notes. Oh well.
Maybe afterwards.
Let's not get this. This is relevant.
I feel like it's not going to be that long anyway. Apparently, Battlefield 2042 is now one of the worst reviewed games on Steam. Oh man, I'm actually like super bummed about it because I feel like I haven't played a good Battlefield game in a while. Like I didn't play like, what was it, Battlefield V and Battlefield 1? I didn't play either of those. I didn't play Hardline.
Wait, V?
Wasn't it Battlefield 5?
5?
I mean, yeah, it says 5. V. God damn it, man.
Okay, well, Battlefield.
It's the first time they ever used Roman numerals, man.
Battlefield. Oh, that is dumb. Okay, first off, Battlefield 1 isn't that bad. It's worth a buy if it ever goes on sale. I'm just saying I've never played it. I didn't say it was bad. I just like, I kind of got, man, I played so much fucking Battlefield, like Battlefield 3 and 4, that I was Battlefielded out for fucking years. So like I was actually kind of looking forward to Battlefield 2042. I don't like, apart from Vanguard, like I don't like older war games. So seeing like this kind of futuristic thing, I was actually kind of getting a little hype for it, and until I found out how bad it was. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty.
Do you have like a list of any of the issues and stuff that people have been having, or is it just
no? It's pretty simple. It's really simple. Oh, yeah. You just it's really simple. You just have one word. Everything.
Oh,
dude! The game is this. It's just. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I bought it. I pre-ordered it because like I found a bundle for $53. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna Well, I knew I was gonna buy it anyways. I was gonna buy it eventually. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. $53. Needed it for YouTube videos anyways. I played like one match of like normal quick play. I was so fucking bored. The map is just, at least the one map that I played was just paced off way too much. It was super glitchy. Shots weren't hitting. Pissed off. I played the fucking Hazard Zone, which is like their new battle royale. It was very interesting concept. It was like basically you get credits by playing in game, right? And then when you win or whatever, when you quit the game, you gain those credits so that the next time you play, you can use those credits to buy more stuff for the next round.
Oh, interesting.
Which is a very interesting concept, which I think...
Wait, that's almost like Tarkov.
Kind of ish.
Where you kind of drop in and you like kind of collect stuff for the next time that you go in. That's interesting.
Yeah, could definitely be interesting. However, at least my base gun just absolutely fucking shredded everybody, and like it was the most... I'll save this for the YouTube video. It was kind of crazy. The only fun that I kind of had was the portal mode. The portal mode was kind of interesting, going and playing like a round of Bad Company 2, which was just, it was like, oh my goodness, this is so much polished, more polished than 2042. This is nice. This is actually fun.
I actually did hear something pretty interesting about how bad BF 2442 is. Apparently, sniper rifles do more damage to tanks than RPGs do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
I don't know if this is just like an offhand thing that I heard. It's not actually accurate, but apparently, which...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awful. Oh my God.
Do you know what
else?
else?
Is there anything else?
Do you know what else really made me sad this week? It has put me in a state of depression. I am I give up hope for the world.
Enhance the seasonal depression that we're already all going through.
No, it started it. It was Netflix. It was Netflix.
What
did they do?
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that's right.
They released their live action Cowboy Bebop.
Not to your standards, Cord?
It is not to anybody's fucking standards, man. Dude, you know what, listen, the original Cowboy Bebop, if you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a disadvantage. But it is...
I've seen like 3 episodes of it and the movie.
You need to... No, don't...
buddy.
No. You gotta go watch the whole...
All right.
Episodes 1 through 26, all right? Go fucking watch it, or whatever how many episodes there are. It is the most perfect blend of Western... like American Western, noir, and sci-fi, with all their characters kind of distinct and kind of nihilistic and very interesting. Whereas like it was kind of a very serious show. It was like almost like the most lighthearted, serious show you could have, with all these characters that have had serious shit done in their lives, but kind of kept a light tone through it all. But whenever it got deep, it kind of got deep and then hit, you know, but it didn't stay there for long. It always went back to its lighthearted, kind of happy, chill vibe. It was a very cool show with very unique characters. And the Netflix show nails the sci-fi vibe of it. That's about fucking it. Else. There's no fucking noir. There's no fucking Western. The music is like half decent at times.
Oh, come on. The music has to be.
There's nothing else wrong. They fucking ruined all of the characters. None of the characters are like what they are in the fucking show, like at all. Like... Normal Spike, original Spike is like this tough brute guy who's like gone through shit and he's just kind of done with the world. He doesn't really kind of care but he's like very tough. He's like the stereotypical tough guy. And this Spike over here is kind of like a wimp. He like, there's like a couple scenes where like he was like tearing up over stuff and it was just like, I know I'm like,
he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't tear up easily, right?
No, I can't think of one part of this show where he teared up. Even near the I don't think he even teared up at the conclusion at the season finale.
I feel like there was like maybe 1 or 2 times during the entirety of the show.
I don't think he did.
I don't know. Well, I watched it like years ago, so I'd have to double check.
I rewatched the original. I can't think of a time where he like cried like at all.
Okay,
but I could be remembering it wrong too. Because I wasn't analyzing of, oh my gosh, is Spike crying in any of these scenes?
Yeah, right.
But like it was just like the first episode was like, no. And then I watched another 2.5 episodes and I gave up.
Is this a remake of the original story, or is it like they're doing something new?
It's a remake of the original story.
Ooh.
But it's done so fucking weird. It's done so weird. Like, do you remember the episode with like the eco-terrorists?
Yes.
Okay, they had spoilers for this fucking weird fucking show. In the episode where they deal with the eco-terrorists, they open it up to where like the eco-terrorists raid like this bunch of like wealthy oil riggers or whatever, and then they release a gas that turn people into trees.
Right.
It is the most cringiest, just weirdest shit ever. And like the lines were a lot of the shit was just, instead of being like stylish and cool, it was just cringy. Like there's this like one weird character.
Oh, no.
There's this.
I'm looking at screenshots.
Yes, it's so bad. There's this female character that was like kind of like a slutty character with like who apparently had a history with Spike, who in the anime was a white dude, but in the show was a black dude, which is fine. And she was like trying to induce Spike to go out onto a dinner to give him information for a mission. And she was like something like, oh, we could do 1 bottle of Chianti or like 2 for feeling, little extra special. And he was like, that sounds like blackmail. And she was like, well, you're black and you're a male.
Oh my God.
Like, what?
Is that seriously the line? That sounds cringy as fuck.
Dude.
No way.
Dude,
oh
was
my
so
God.
bad.
No, they did not.
And the opening of that whole conversation was like, she said something like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so much better now that this glass of chocolate milk is in front of me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm not kidding.
I remember. Oh, no.
Not kidding. So bad. I wanted to die. And I still made it in like an hour more of this show after that.
Why, dude?
I wanted the show to be good because I like it, and then Vicious is terrible too. Oh, I'm so bad.
Oh,
Get me out of here. I want to go to hell. Bring me back.
It looked so promising.
It looked promising.
It really did.
It looked promising, but no.
Oh my God! Look at Ein. Oh my God!
Ein looks cute.
I'm sorry, I'm just like looking at
cute.
him. He does look cute, but
and then
this one screenshot makes him look
apparently
ridiculous.
fucking Ed doesn't come into the end of the show. She's like, she's like
He's
the
a highlight.
She's like the cliffhanger for the end of the season. The season that we're not gonna get because this show fucking sucks. So,
oh my God,
it was so bad. It just doesn't have any of its core identity. It has some of the character. It has the characters stripped of context of the original show's context and identity, and that's what makes them wrong. Like they're kind of close to what they are, but they don't have the nihilistic vibes to them, and it just throws the show off. Show doesn't know when to be serious.
Oh my God. Okay, you popped off. I did, sister. You went the fuck off.
Listen. Okay. Hey,
we're gonna call it. No.
Hey.
No more soapbox for you.
I'm taking the soapbox for 15 more seconds.
Okay, fine. Okay, just a little bit more.
You don't need to tell me to stop. Don't worry. I can look at the clock. You don't need to DM people going, hey, wrap it up. I was there. It's okay, buddy.
I thought you were in your own world. I thought I might as well just give you a little nudge.
I was already. Listen, I'm here on Earth, okay? I'm not at hell yet, sadly. Okay. I want to after seeing that show, but
Okay, stop talking about the show. We're done.
We're done.
Come off the soapbox. No, we're done. Okay, it sucks. General consensus, it sucks. Let's be over with it, all right?
It's so bad.
Okay, we're done. All right, guys, this has been the Meme and Die podcast. This has been a really fun episode, of course, as always. Shut up, Cord.
Shut up, Cord, as always.
If you have any questions for us that you would like for us to answer, please leave them in the YouTube comments or DM us if you would prefer that. It really doesn't matter. Just get your questions to us, and we'll do our best to answer them.
If you ask anything about the Cowboy Bebop episode show, it sucks. It's bad.
I think they all know that now.
Until I get shut up until you are talked to. Okay, perfect. No. Knock. Where can we find you on the internet?
Twitch.tv/NRCV. A website at nrcv.net.
You got it.
I got it. Shut up. Now, Cord, you're actually spoken to. Where can we find you?
Hi guys, he said the dot.
Yeah, it's part of the domain name, nrcv.net. Fuck you.
He said the dot. Oh, he said the dot. You can find me.
Oh my lord.
You can find me at cord_gamer on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, and on my Discord. Also in the Diamond 2 ranked Halo lobbies if
Oh my god.
If you see a Cord Gamer 2192 there, you know, it's your boy wrecking your ass. Muzio, where can we find you?
Lord. You can find me on twitch.tv/Muzio_, MUZI0H_. You can also find me on Twitter at It's Muzio, same spelling. Y'all, it's been real. We will see you all in the next one.
See you guys.
See you.